Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter's Movie Reviews, where I seem to review the worst movies ever made in the history of filmmaking. Every night I go online and I'm like, should I watch Frankenstein on Netflix? It's getting a lot of good reviews. Should I watch this? It's being nominated for an Academy Award. Why not watch Christmas Above the Clouds, the newest Hallmark Christmas movie of the season? I think that's a good idea. Well, I try to watch the ones that are a little bit shorter, so I have been watching Lifetime. Listen, Linda, I've got lots of shows to watch, okay? I got to keep up with my TV shows for my TV channel. I got lots, and then I got a booktube channel, so I got books to read at night. I've got a lot to do, so I like the shorter. Frankenstein's 2 hours and 32 minutes. I was like, oh no, baby, we're going to wait till this weekend. So then I got on the Prime, and I was like, well, what Lifetime movie should I watch for tonight? And then I saw this ad come up for this movie called, why is my hat all crooked? Then I saw this ad come up for this movie, 2025, the newest movie, Christmas Above the Clouds. And it shows these two people sitting in first class going to Australia over Christmas. I was like, oh, well, I want that Christmas. I mean, I have a husband. We can be romantical. Could you send me 2 first class tickets? If I'm going to Australia, okay, that's like a 26-hour flight. If I'm going to Australia, you better put me up in one of them pods, okay? You better put me in one of them pods, baby, with a shower and a full dinner and a TV screen. That's what I want, okay? So that's what I thought this was going to be. I didn't read anything about this movie before I started watching it, okay? I didn't even watch the trailer. I just saw the poster. It was this man and woman, and they were sitting in, I could tell they were first class seats, and they're over the clouds in the plane, right? And I'm like, oh, it's like a romance. It's like a cute meet kind of thing. I'm not real big into the romances, but I do like a good Christmas romance every once in a while. So I was like, oh, it's like a cute meet, see? And then they meet like in first class in this plane, like, I don't know, maybe something tragic happened to them and then they meet and they fall in love in this plane ride. Like, I can get with that. See, I could think that could happen to me in my life, right? But anyway, so I'm like, listen, Linda, that's why y'all read them romance novels out there, I know, okay? And why you watch these stupid Hallmark movies. So anyway, I started this movie last night. I made my Christmas gingerbread latte. I was so excited about it. The dogs were all cozy next to me. It starts off, and it's this woman, and she's like in corporate America, okay? And she's got like a big corporate job, and her name is Ebenezer. I was like, you better miss me with this shit, okay? Ebenezer. I was like, is this a reimagining of The Christmas Carol? Now, let me just tell you, okay? I absolutely love The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Love it. Read it probably 100 times in my life. No, true story, I have. When I was growing up as a kid, every year we went to IRT, which is an Indianapolis Repertory Theater downtown, and every year they did a reimagining of Christmas Carol, and we watch it snow on stage at the very end, with Tiny Tim, and I loved it. I love it so much. I've seen Mickey's Christmas Carol. I've seen the George C. Scott Christmas Carol. I've seen the Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol. I've seen all them Christmas Carol. The Muppets Christmas Carol, okay? My favorite one is the Pixar one with Jim Carrey. I don't know why. I just love it. I have seen every Christmas Carol version that is out there, okay? I have seen every reimagining of Christmas Carol that is out there. Scrooge this, Mrs. Scrooge. I done seen every reimagining of this, okay? I thought. Until I started watching this movie last night. I don't even know why we wasted our money. Does Hallmark have like an unbelievable budget that they can just make these shitty movies? This was my very first Christmas movie review of the year. I was so excited about it. Okay. So it's about this gal, and her name is Ella Neezer, okay? Get it? Ebenezer Scrooge, Ebenezer. Okay. Did you ever see The Christmas Carol? Did you ever read the book? Okay. Did you ever see one of the 4,000 reimaginings of it? We didn't need another one. And we sure as hell didn't need this one, okay? So, she's a mean CEO, and nobody that works for her likes her, okay? You don't even really know what her company does. It's like they're marketing, but they do like advertising, and so they're pitching her this commercial, and she don't like the commercial, and so she's like, you got to get it done by Christmas. They're like, but it's Christmas, and she's like, I don't care. The first 10 minutes of this movie, like, I am not even lying to you, there are direct lines out of the Christmas. At about 15 minutes, we kind of like lose the Christmas Carol script, okay, a little bit. This movie is so bad. Like, you know, like you've seen The Christmas Carol enough when they, you know, like they say certain lines in The Christmas Carol, like Marley was dead as a door. You know, like that. And there's literally lines like that. Her old boss that she used to work for, her name, Marlene. Marley. Okay. It is so bad. Her assistant, whose name is Sydney, okay, she's got a son in the movie that's got horrific asthma. And he's like going to die any minute, okay? Do you want to guess what his name is? Tim. I mean, you could not make this shit up. It was so bad. Y'all, it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I was like, no, you're watching this for a review. I forced myself to do it, okay? So, she got this ex, and his name is Jake. And they broke up on Christmas, okay? Christmas Eve. They both loved Christmas. I thought, girl, could you not have maybe waited till the 27th? Like, seriously? They both loved Christmas so much. They celebrated Christmas so much. But then he said to her, I think you're working too much. They have this argument on Christmas Eve. And he says, I think you're working too much. And she don't take her ring right on off on Christmas Eve. Right before they're having dinner and exchange presents and stuff like that. She takes her engagement ring off and goes, I think we want different things. On Christmas Eve. You are going to ruin this man on Christmas Eve. Oh, no. She is evil to the core. So anyway... So she got to go to Australia, and she's taking Tiny Tim's mom with her, okay? Because she don't care that she's missing Christmas with her dying son that's got asthma. She don't even care, okay? So then she flies first class, not in a pod, but one of those stretch-out seats. That'd be good enough for me. And I knew when they got on this plane, she was going to make her assistant fly coach in the back. I knew it. Stuck between two people that were eating sardines. No, they truly were. So anyway, but she sees her ex at the airport, right? But her assistant don't know that they were like engaged or anything. So I'm like, oh, this is who she's sitting next to in the poster. See, I'm putting it all together now. They're going to fall back in love. She's going to see the three ghosts, Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future. Then realize, and I was like, she's going to give her assistant a raise. And then she's going to give all medical care for Tiny Tim. And then her sister's in it too. And then she's going to go spend Christmas with her sister. Somehow, they're flying to Australia, but somehow her sister who lives in Utah, they're going to end up in Utah. And she's going to fall back in love with Jake, okay? And she's going to have a Christmas spirit by the end of this movie. Because I've seen this movie 5,000 times, okay? Well, sure as shit, okay, there's this flight attendant. Gayer than I ever wanted to be in my life, okay? And he's singing all kinds of Christmas carols and all the Christmas joy, and she's like, hiss, hiss, get away from me and all this kind of stuff, even though she's flying first class to Sydney. She needs to stop complaining, okay? Listen, I would love that. Just fly me there and fly me back. But anyway, I just love being one of the pods. Baby, I want to be in one of the pods so bad. Those pods, oh my God. Have you ever seen those pods with showers and robes? I want to be in one of the pods, baby. So anyway, not the stretch out pods. I've been in one of those. We upgraded one time. We got so lucky we got one of those. I'm talking about them room pods, baby. That's what I want. Okay. So anyway, to Australia, honey, from New York. And she ain't even flying in one of those pods. But anyway, I shouldn't make fun because her assistant's back in coach with the lady with the, you want any of these sardines? So anyway, she is so pissed about it being Christmas and them singing Christmas carols and stuff like that. And the flight attendant's doing these funny voices on that thing. And then there's this kid, and he keeps on asking her for math problems. It didn't really make no sense to me. I didn't really get what his point of the movie was. His name was Oliver, though. Really? Like we need another Charles Dickens throwback. So anyway, so then who walks in that happens to sit right next to her? But Jake, her ex-boyfriend. Now, he's too poor, okay, because he runs a nonprofit for kids in need. You can't make this shit up. So he's too poor to fly in the pods. But they done upgraded him, baby. They done upgraded him, I guess, because he's just such a citizen of the world. So he's in 2A and she's in 2B. And she goes, why don't you change your seat? Rude. So he's like, no, I'm not changing my seat because I got upgraded. Why don't you change your seat? And she goes, I always fly 2B. Okay, gal. So anyway, then she gets her two glasses of champagne and she's just set and things like that. Okay. So she's bitter as shit that he's on a plane and she's all mad at him and stuff like that. So then she has the Ghost of Christmas Past that comes to her. Okay. Where do you think they took her the first time? To the school that she went to. It was a boarding school that her parents sent her to. Sound familiar? Have you seen every Christmas Carol? Okay. Then it was the first Christmas party. I mean, it's literally, it was like did the writers of this movie have no imagination whatsoever? It's literally the fucking Christmas Carol, okay? They were like, oh my God, and we're going to call her Ebenezer and she's going to fly first class, okay? Baby, a movie don't float on that alone, okay? This movie was so bad. This gal's smile, every time she smiled, I just cheesed out. I don't know why they picked her to be Ebenezer. I don't know. Like, the boyfriend, Jake, he wasn't even that hot. I don't know why she was fighting over. If you're going to put a man in there that you're going to give up your whole life for, he better make him fucking hot. He better have some money, baby. And he better just treat you like fucking gold, okay? Like, I think it's real nice he ran this nonprofit for these kids in need. But, baby, that is not it alone to give up a $1 trillion company. You know what I'm saying? Okay, for a Christmas romance, all right? I mean, he seems real nice and all kind of stuff, but girl, she's living in this mansion. He still lives in the same apartment they lived in when they done got broken up. So anyway, so then she goes to Ghost of Christmas Past, and she's like, oh, Ghost of Christmas Past. Okay, then it's the Ghost of Christmas Present. The Ghost of Christmas Past, this is where they thought they were genius with the writing. Flight attendant. Flight attendant serving peanuts is the Ghost of Christmas Past, okay? Oh, Marlene, not Jacob Marley, but Marlene, who works at Jacobson's, Jacob Marley Jacobson, okay, that was her name. I mean, I couldn't even get the names. I think they thought, if it was a funnier cast, it would have been, like, real cute, right? It wasn't. It was so dry, it was bad. It was like dry turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm a vegetarian, I don't even eat that. So anyway, then the Ghost of Christmas Present is a flight, what do you call it? The drives the plane. The wheels of the truck go round and around. Well, I can't remember the pilot, that's it. And so he's got Australian accent. I can't do an Australian accent. Crocodile Dundee. I can't do it. But anyway, he's got an Australian accent. At this one point, he's got like the funniest lines. This one guy is like, so she's going to visit Jake and his friends. They still do this like, it's like this dive bar Christmas. And so they're like, well, where's Ella this Christmas? And the one guy goes, she went to Australia. And the guy goes, he's got my accent. I can't do it. Is that British accent? I can't do accents to save my life. Anyway, it's shaking, Mike, and I can do country because I got a southern accent already, baby. But anyway, so then she gets to go see that her sister is having like a real nice, the sister in the show is really the nephew, okay, in A Christmas Carol. And her name's like Evangeline. Something like that. She lives in Utah. I just was like, is she a Mormon? Oh my God, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives comes out tonight. Okay. But I was like, is she a Mormon though? Like, I really want to know. But anyway, because she lives in Utah, you know. But anyway, is she a polygamist? Because I love sister wives. But so then she's like, oh, I miss my sister. They're all playing games, charades and things like that. And she's like on the couch playing, but like they can't really see her because she's a ghosty, you know. And so I'm like, she's like, oh, I've never had so much fun. Bye. And so then it's the Ghost of Christmas Future, you know, which is always real mean and scary. And he's like a security guard. And at one point, she's like, you work for me. I'm like, no, I don't think he does. And then she's like, it's like exactly the lines from Christmas Carol. She's like, Ghost of Christmas Future. Well, these things, are they forever? Like, or could they be changed? I mean, it's the exact same lines, okay? Tiny Tim, he dies. His chair's missing. She's crying over her gravestone because she dies. We don't know why she dies, okay? But she dead. She dead. Tiny Tim's dead. Everybody's dead. So then she comes out of it and it's the Christmas spirit and it's still Christmas Day. And they always put her back in the bathroom when she comes back from one of these ghosty visits. They always put her in the bathroom. So then she comes out of the bathroom and there's this woman that's always trying to get in the bathroom and she's like, is it Christmas? She's like, it's Christmas. She's like, and we landed in Australia already? She goes, no, the plane had to detour. Guess where they had to detour to? I knew it. Utah, baby. Home of the Mormons. They're in Utah, okay? They're going there to see the chapel or the temple. They are there to go see her sister. She's like, oh, we're in Utah. We're going to go see my sister. So then she's like, Jake, I'm still in love with you. I'm sorry that I fucked up your whole life, but will you forgive me? Okay, he's like, yes, I'm still in love with you too. I'm like, seriously? Okay, there are red flags all over this picture. But anyway, he's like, it's a Hallmark movie. He's like, oh, but yes, I'm in love with you too. And so then she gets off and she pays for like first class hotel rooms for everybody that has to stay in the hotel overnight. Then her boss, Sydney, she gives everybody in the company the best medical care possible in all the earth because No marketplace for them, baby. Because she's like, we're going to take care of Tiny Tim and his asthma, okay? It's just so bad. It's just so bad. And Sydney's like, oh no. And then she's like, and not only that, but you're leaving on a first class ticket back to Chicago or New York or wherever they're from. And she's like, it leaves in a half an hour. Go, go, go. I want you to be with your family. And she's like, what happened? You were such a bitch. And she's like, but I'm not anymore because I saw 3 ghosts. Spirit, sorry. And then she's like, but Jake, I'm still in love with you. She kind of tricks her at first, like when she comes up. She's like, why didn't you book my... And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she's like, turns real nice, right? She don't buy a turkey for her or anything, though, like in the Christmas Carol. But then she shows up at her sister's house, and she's got all these presents and stuff, and Jake. And they're like, oh, come in. And they have this most wonderful Christmas. And then her assistant calls her, FaceTimes her, because Tim wants to thank her for her promotion and medical care and sending his mom home, because that's all he wanted for Christmas from Santa. And so he's like, I wanted to thank you, Mrs. Neeser. Ella Neeser, I had to think it out in my head. He goes, Mrs. Neeser, thank you. She's like, Miss. But she didn't say that, but she should have, because she's a bitch. But anyway, so she's like, oh, you don't have to thank me, even though I ruined your entire life. But he's like, but thank you so much for my mom and her job and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, thank you, Merry Christmas. He's Merry Christmas. And he goes, and I'm like, and he goes, and God bless us, everyone. I was like, oh, girl. Every Christmas Carol ends that way. It was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. I mean, I don't know what the budget was in this movie, but they could have saved that and donated it to the non-for-profit for the children in need, because this movie was shit. This movie was so bad, baby. It was, I don't know what its IMDb score was, but on Rotten Tomatoes, it should get maybe a 0. It was so bad. I don't think this gal or Jake should put this on their resume at all. It was, y'all, it was so bad. I could not believe it was my first Christmas review of the year. I was so excited to do Christmas movies. Now, put some Christmas movie recommendations in the comment section below. But if you do want a reimagining of A Christmas Carol, one of my favorite books of life that I read a couple years ago was, it's considered a young adult, but it really isn't. It's called The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I wish they would make it into a movie or a TV show. It is so fantastic. It's about this girl. She's very wealthy, and she dies coming out of Pilates. She slips and dies, and then she has to forever work for the Christmas Carol, being one of the spirits that comes back and visits people. It is so fantastically done. The Afterlife of Holly Chase, okay? It is fantastic. I loved it. This was not it. Anyway, this movie just came out. I'm saving you an hour and a half of your time. I think an hour and 28 minutes. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.